Okay.
Namaste. How are you doing?
Namaste, how are you doing? Good.
Very good, very good. What are we doing today? After a long time, so we are
Yes,
starting the class again.
yes. So today you can ask what is the topic I have to choose.
Okay, and if you give me the choice, I have a question for a long time. Some people
Okay.
call themselves astrologer, some people call themselves Jyotishi. So I
Yes.
just know the difference. What does astrologer means really, and what does Jyotishi means?
Okay. Thanks a lot for asking this question because even yesterday uh, the same question arises that one of my customer was asking that I never consulted any astrologer. So this is a common the
Question
people
everybody have.
will have that in mind that astrologer is different than a Jyotishi, or Jyotishi is something superficial. So what is it? So let us discuss it today. So astrologer will have only nine variables.
9 variables.
Yeah, so there are nine grahas for them that are variables.
Mm-hmm.
So in the chart, when you are having an horoscope, the astrologers are only seeing the nine grahas and the five tattvas associated with that. That's all. So
Mm-hmm.
this contributes to the subject called astrology. So how much variables they have is only grahas in the terms of
Nine
graha.
grahas.
So they have
Mm-hmm.
only nine grahas with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they will have only these nine grahas in order for them to read
Mm-hmm.
the chart properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I purposefully have eliminated Lagna from it because they
Mm-hmm.
cannot read Lagna. Astrologers cannot read Lagna.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to understand the difference that they have only nine variables, and
Mm-hmm.
if they are capable to read five tattvas,
5 tattvas and nine
that
variables. That's all they read.
yeah,
Okay.
that but the five tattvas which I am saying is not a variable.
I know.
The
Okay.
grahas are inside the tattva, so it is actually inside. So if a graha is in a nakshatra, it is inside. The nakshatra is graha is inside that nakshatra. It is associated to the nakshatra.
Mm.
If a graha is associated with a yoga, that is associated with a yoga. If the
Mm-hmm.
graha is associated with the vara weekday, that is associated with the weekday. So likewise, it is
Mm.
all associated. So, however, this particular astrologer is having a limitation only is to see nine of the grahas. But the Jyotish as a topic, the astrology as a topic is coming from the origin of the number 24. And that 24 is 12 hours of the day and 12 hours
Daytime
of
and
the
12 hours nighttime.
night.
Mm.
Both
Mm.
contributes as Ho and Ra. Aho and Ra, Hora. So the
Hora. Mm.
Hora is equal to 24. So that is what we always study. So how
Mm.
many variable a Jyotishi should have then? The same number?
No, 24.
Exactly. So this is a difference from an astrologer and a Jyotishi. So the Jyotishi is having a limitation to use only nine, whereas
Mm.
a Jyotishi can use all the 24 as a variable.
Okay.
So now the minimum years of studying astrology to become an astrologer is 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
that is
so
for astrologer, not even for Jyotishi.
exactly. So how
Mm.
many years of education is required to become an astrologer is minimum 5 years.
Mm.
So why that is 5 years also you have to understand. Because the fifth house is where the knowledge is coming, the light source is coming from. That is the
Mm-hmm.
natural Kalapurusha to the fifth house is where the Leo is.
Sun. Mm-hmm.
So we are actually keeping the 5 years to study all the five related light source of the sun.
Mm.
And for that to learn, you need a guru. So what is the sun is doing? He is asking Sagittarius to teach Simha Rashi, Leo. So now if
Mm.
you count from Dhanu Rashi to Leo, you will get nine.
9. Mm.
He got a guru. Who got a guru?
Sun got a
This
guru.
exactly. That is why Sagittarius is ruled by Guru. And
Mm.
that guru is continuously teaching the student who became a Sishya to learn to become an astrologer for 5 years.
Minimum of
And
5 years.
minimum of 5 years. That is why the 5 years is kept for a particular Shishya to become an astrologer first. So those who are having a lesser knowledge of studying less than 5 years is not even qualified to be called as an astrologer. So what is the minimum requirement you have understood today? That the minimum requirement is 5 years properly learning from a guru to first and foremost to get a knowledge of astrology to become an astrologer. That's all. So now what a
That too, you
Jyotish.
have to learn from Jyotishi, not from astrologer.
Yes, exactly. So the Jyotishi will have at least 24 years of experience, minimum, because he has to put that much effort to understand where the graha is born, what is the graha's nature. You have to in and out, you have to follow all the Puranas, you have to read the manuscripts, you have to read so many things to come into the power of Jyotishi for him to understand the proper knowledge for to predict properly with an accuracy. So astrologer's accuracy, we cannot comment now. So Jyotishi will have a higher command in terms of prediction ability because he is having 24 variables in his control. So he will use all the 24 variables to become a Jyotishi. So what is that 24 variable? Can you tell? Can you
Aura
tell me?
knowledge.
No, no. All the knowledge is coming from the graha only. So that means there is another 19 more grahas missing for you to learn, which has been not taught in the 5 years course. That is the meaning.
So,
So
upagrahas.
exactly, there are some more things which are missing, and you are only learning the grahas as such to become these 5 years.
Astrologer.
So when you become a 24 years of experience, you will learn 24 variables under in your chart. So the 24 variable is covering all the 12 rashis, both the knowledge of day and night. Because Rashi is also having a day and night. So 12 into 2, you have the complete horoscope knowledge of a person because of the 24 variables in your control. That is why it is called 24 years of requirement for you to become a Jyotishi, because Jyotishi will become a perfect knowledge. That knowledge will be the ultimate. And that person can able to tell you, for example, which is the best part to for an astrologer to practice, which are the days are important for me to pray to become an astrologer, etc. That knowledge is coming from the Jyotishi only.
Jyotishi.
Because he will tell you that this particular day is very important, this particular day is very important for an astrologer, at least for minimum. So every astrologer will have two important days. You know what is that? So that is the homework for today. But I will teach you after this class. But others have to comment in the comment below that what is these 2 days which are important for an astrologer in a year.
To become an astrologer?
No, to get that knowledge, whatever you learn, to upgrade that knowledge, you need these 2 days, and in every year there are these 2 days will come. That 2 days are the most important days for every astrologer who had done some kind of knowledge related to astrology. Suppose somebody is learning astrology for 5 years, for example. They have to understand 2 days are very important for them in that whole year. And that is very important. That I'll be teaching you separately, but others have to comment after this video. So now you have understood what is the difference between because
and astrologer.
because every common man will be thronged by various the media. They will say that I am an astrologer, I am also an astrologer, I am also an astrologer. So the people is completely confused What is basically an astrologer? First of all, they have never heard about the name called Jyotishi because
Right.
everybody says that I am an astrologer, I am an astrologer. So where is the Jyotishi? Because Jyotishis are very, very less. It is
Mm.
just numbers, few numbers. So that is why
Correct.
that is the number which is not visible. But which is
That's
the
a
number which
that
is
is
highly
not a
visible?
common word at all. Never heard about
Correct.
Jyotishi.
Correct.
Mm.
So that is why whenever if somebody, common man, goes to an astrologer, if they are
Mm.
taking only 9 variables and seeing your chart, first and
Mm.
foremost, you should ask him whether have you done 5 years
Courses.
some
Mm.
learning or some. Yeah. So then he's telling, yeah, I have learned. So you have to just ask how many years of learning you have.
Experience. Mm.
That is the first thing a common man should ask a person who is
Mm.
you are bringing a chart to. Then he will say that I have done 6 months course. Then that is the discretion of the person who is going to that gentleman because he's not even as a qualified as an astrologer basically.
Mm.
Now you
Mm.
understood that 6 months course, 1 year, sorry, it is not
No.
going to give you any kind of knowledge related to somebody's chart because I am playing with my own life actually. So
True.
people have to understand the seriousness of practicing this important science because
Mm.
somebody is
Mm.
coming to you for making some important decisions in their life.
Mm. Mm.
Don't give some kind of a foolish
Wrong
solutions
predictions.
and wrong
Mm.
prediction and foolish consultation by which their life is getting doomed because of your own suggestions. So that is why
Absolutely.
this particular lesson I want this to kept because even yesterday, even the most people who are actually learned people, they are asking the same questions. Sir, I never consulted any astrologer. So they have to understand what is the astrologer first of all and what is the Jyotishi. So
Mm.
when these two people are totally different, when somebody is claiming himself as Jyotishi, he has put 24 years of service. Not only
Mm.
that,
Mm.
he has to use 24 variables when he analyzes a chart. And that 24
Got it.
variables he has to explain you when he is delineating your chart. He has
Mm.
to explain you all the 24 variables in front of you. To explain
Mm.
you why these 24 variables are good or bad in your
Important.
chart.
Mm.
Something is good, we have to tell good. Something is bad, he has to tell the bad. But where is this origin coming from, good or bad? It's coming from the 24 variables.
Mm.
Then
Mm.
only the dasha and other things will come. But first and
Mm.
foremost, you have to understand these 24 variables properly. And how these 24 variables are aligned also is very important. So this
Mm.
class, after this class, which I am going to teach you, is going to give the knowledge because you are completing 5 years now. So you are almost in the verge of closing the fifth year, but you should know what is the next step forward for understanding these 24 variables and where are they placed. It should be very clear as a concept so that somebody is asking question in future, you should be able to explain to that gentleman. Okay, so
Absolutely.
with this, we will close this and then we will again join back for our class.
Thank you so much for the wonderful
Thank you.
knowledge.
Okay, thank you.